Today's video is going to be a review of the Sakura Jelly Roll Gold Outline Metallic Pens. Basically, these are pens that write in a color and then have a gold outline around them as you write, so you kind of get this cool gold outline effect. And they're 5 different colors, and let's get started with some swatches. So I swatched these pens on a note card, and I used my Ohuhu alcohol brush markers to color in some blue and some black to test these on. And so I tested on white, dark blue, and black just to see how it would look. And I also wrote with it fast, and I drew a heart and the word love just to kind of see how these write and how these would look if I were to draw a large area, like if it would look like individual streaks or if it would put an outline around the entire shape. So in this test, what I saw is that you had to first of all wait for the pens to dry to get the full effect. While it was wet, it just looked like the color, but as it dried, it actually looked more gold, and it really didn't work as well on the darker colors. It worked really good on the white paper, and with things like the heart, it actually outlined the heart and not outlined the individual streaks, which makes me think that it's more so the ink formula and not so much the way the ink is dispensed that really makes it have that outline. And on the blue paper, you really could not tell the colors apart at all, and it just kind of had a bit of a greenish color. And then on the black paper, you could sort of tell the color, but not really. The color was kind of like hard to see. When it was wet, you could definitely see the color, but as it dried, it became to look more like a gold that had a little bit of a tint to it. So after I wrote it, these are just the swatches after they're dry. And in case you're wondering how these dry, here is what they look like. It takes about a minute or two for these to completely dry, and here's just a time lapse of them drying. I drew a raindrop, a line, a squiggle, and the word rain. And as you can see, it does dry. And I used a light gray in this test, and in the light gray, you could see the outline, except it kind of like, feathered into the color in the gray. So I think that with light colors, it's just not going to be as, straight or rigid. It's going to be a little bit more feathered. So now I tested the smudge. So immediately these smudge quite a bit. After 30 seconds, they dry to some degree, but to get it to be completely dry, you'll need to wait a minute. And so for lefties, these will kind of smudge a little bit, as you saw with my lovely left-handed writing. So I would not recommend these for lefties for general writing. And if you're using these with water-based markers or alcohol markers, just know that you're gonna get rid of any gold on there, and it's just going to leave the base color, and your water is going to become kind of glittery, and that's kind of cool, I guess, if you want that kind of effect. But if you don't, then these are not meant for that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I make new videos on stationery, calligraphy, and art, and hit the bell to get notified every time I make a new video on every Monday. Comment down below what you thought of these pens and whether or not you'd buy them. And make sure to check the description box for more videos to watch until next week's video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember to have a happy Monday. Bye-bye.